Media Blast. But that is secondary. Hello and welcome, good friends. Tonight we delve back into the scarred lands of Gelspod, and I have actually been looking forward to this for quite a while. I'm growing increasingly fond of this setting the more I read about it and the more I interact with this. So this is going to be fun. Just real quick, guys, if you want to remind our dearly beloved viewers of the characters you're playing, and then we'll get this pony on the road.
Well, if they don't want to take the 10 minutes to look at the entire last session,
just put it on 500% speed. You'll get through it pretty quickly.
Yeah, it was pretty short, thanks to somebody not showing up because they fell asleep. I'm an elf. That's the long and short of it. Josh is a
elf
dead
ranger.
guy. Well, yeah, there's no other kind of elf except an elf druid. Tom's a furry, and Adam is.
Okay, hold on there now. Oh, Bray, you need to.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. You're a bisexual switch furry. My bad.
Whatever, I'll go with it. That's cool.
And then
right,
Adam is.
I'm glad
Adam's
Tommy
Adam.
go with it.
Okay, you told Xavier when he made your character, and he made your character, I'll remind you, to just have fun with it. You didn't say what kind of fun he could have.
I was just talking about the explanation.
Well, Adam's character is a mouse man warlock with proclivities for peanut butter, as we learned last session.
And I've also lived life all my life.
Alright, so previously in the Scarred Lands, look, I'm mixing a drink powder while running the recap. I'm such a good DM, you guys. I'm such a good DM. Don't forget that when you see the resolution of the battle map we're about to use, because I am such a good DM.
Because you have your phone inside too.
See? Previously...
That's why Adam's quality control.
Yeah.
Thoth Lev, greetings to you and welcome.
The very writer of the Emerald Tablets themselves.
Ooh woo.
So, previously in the Scarred Lands, you guys accepted a summons from Dame Commander Raho of the Order of Mithril in the city of Fangsfall to undertake a mission that she believes might be able to cleanse the tainted stretch of land known to Gelspodians as the Devil's March. Whether this gambit will pay off or not remains to be seen. By the way, Thoth, everything sound good? Let us know if you need anything changed. Yusuf! High five, buddy. You ventured to the small military installation of Kriegsfort, where Amadeus Aurelius Antonius used his background as a soldier to sort of speak... Glad to hear it. To speak to some of the bedraggled soldiers coming back from being deployed in the area, asking about what sorts of dangers might lie ahead. And you were told to be wary of the strange spider-eye goblins, of the wicked fey creatures that haunt Skarn's wilderness, and, of course, the undead that might trickle down from the Devil's March. It's been a couple days' worth of journey, and you came face to face with one of these evil fae, but managed to fend it off without any great loss to your persons. And that is where we begin, as you are still on your way to the Chasm of Flies, where the Gauntlet of the Titan Spiragos was buried when his arm was severed by Vangel the Ravager.
So many big names.
It's a suitably epic setting. I kind of like it. You know, there's doing big names properly, and then there's doing big names the way Gary Gygax did it in Greyhawk, where you just kind of throw darts at a random letter generator. Anyway,
I was actually using the Welsh language.
is that a fact? Because I would 100%
No,
believe that.
I was just...
He might as well have, Rich.
All right. So you guys each gathered no small bit of gold after defeating the Fae, and
Oh, yeah.
time to hit the road. Is there any preparations you would like to make before you get on your way?
Is there anything I know about spider goblins that I can prepare beforehand from my knowledge as a dead person?
Your knowledge as a dead person. Well, how do you think you died?
By spider golems?
Well, if you've seen
Spider
Goblin
goblins.
Slayer,
I don't know. From my understanding, we usually don't remember everything about how we died. Just
Okay.
more like the feeling, or like the general.
Let's handle it like this. Occam's razor, give me a nature check.
Nature. I can probably just press a button on my character sheet if I had it open.
Oh yeah, so I think what happened last time when we were getting the two numbers is I think it rolls 2 d20s by default, in case you have advantage or disadvantage. Do we want to just say that the first one is the first die roll for when you don't have that?
Well, I'm fine with always taking advantage. Now, I'll say the first die roll's fine.
Oh, that's right. I have to silence that beeping. Probably died of the Frenchman's disease. Yes, baguettes will get you.
wait. So what exactly are these numbers?
Hang on, I'll check it out.
Why
Enable
do you have-
background chat beep. Not today, roll 20.
Yeah, I got a 5. So, I likely know nothing about spider goblins other than the fact that they are part spider and part goblin.
Oh.
Like Driders, but not as sexy.
Did you click roll twice, Josh?
Yes. So I was taking the first one from the first one.
Okay. So, yeah, with a 5, I will give you the basic folklore. So, as you would know, as a denizen of the Scarred Lands, the face of the entire world was reshaped in the Divine War 150 years ago. And where the gods sort of adopted humankind and elves, the Titans had their own races called the Titan Spawn. And the Titan Spawn has basically, in metagame speak, spawned an entire extra bestiary just for this setting. Spider goblins are a form of Titan Spawn thought to be related to Spiragos, the Titan whose artifacts you're currently on the hunt for. You know that they're a horribly deformed breed of goblin with many, many arms, and they tend to domesticate spider mounts. Beyond that, with a 5, you're kind of effed.
I will have a net ready, just in case one of them gets too close. And I will be driving the donkey carts, which I believe we named Diogenes and Donkey Teeth.
Yes, that is correct. Dame Commander Raho had furnished you a cart. Alright, so if there's no other preparations anyone wants to make, you guys hit the road. And what do you do as you're traveling?
Say hi to everybody you pass.
Well, you're in a fairly desolate area of Skarn. You don't really
Yeah,
pass
that's why we're
much of anybody.
doing it. Those people haven't had any contact for years.
I was gonna say, are you just being like an overly friendly elf with like, hello, cactus. Hello, dying plant.
Howdy, cactus!
Hello, small
Hey
shrub.
there, partner.
The elves where he hails from are a particularly druidic sort, so he absolutely could be. Yes, everything has a spirit. Hello, Leaf! Let me help you back onto the tree. Like, I wouldn't put it past him.
I mean, I would be waving to like animals, but like not much else.
I get the feeling your character does the princess wave. The royal wave.
No, he's a bit more autistic than that.
Hi, guys.
All
He
right.
doesn't have the charisma for such a fancy wave.
As you head deeper into the Bronze Hills, day by day there's a scent that grows stronger. Carried on the winds is sort of the sickly sweetness that swiftly intensifies into a carrion stench of decay the closer and closer you get to your destination, which means you're on the right track. A few more days pass, and you've made camp by the side of a natural path. Now, once again, is everybody on roll 20?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
I apologize again for the resolution that this map came out in. It was a little bit bigger than I expected. Also, I tried throwing...
That's what she said.
I tried throwing a night filter over it in Photoshop, and it just came out looking terrible.
I will hold you personally responsible for everything.
You should, because the map actually looks really fantastic when it's like full size. I'm just using a small corner of it. Alright, so what I would like you to do... Now, this is going to be really interesting for the audience, because there is a layer of the map called the GM layer, which appropriately only the GM can see in Roll20. And because I, the GM, am the one streaming the game, the audience can see what's on the GM layer. The players cannot.
No, well, unless I have my Twitch
unless we're
open on my
watching
second
Twitch.
screen.
Yeah.
It's okay, I promise not to look at it.
We can't look at the comments now, though.
You know what? That absolutely does defeat... Like, I thought of so many ways this encounter could go, and it never once occurred to me. They could just watch the fucking stream.
Yeah. How else do you think I look at the chat?
There's a pop-out stream player. Anyway,
We
ahead.
can't glance it.
Out to you this game.
Go ahead and place your minis wherever you would like to make camp. Now, when I say place your minis, there is a feature in Roll20. If you go into your character journal, you all should have control of your characters. Double-click your character, and your token will pop up. You can drag it anywhere onto the map that you wish.
I can't save myself. Here's a mount. So not too much.
The character...
Cool.
Oh, God damn it, Tom.
He's making
I shall raise an army.
We're the immortal.
Oh, are
I
we
don't
still
know.
on the GM layer? Huh.
Are we?
Where's the little cube? Well, we shouldn't be.
Okay, I don't know how to get rid of these.
I don't know where I am.
Whoops. Deleted
Fool,
the
you
battle
only have
map.
power to create.
And now we float in the abyss.
Into the void.
A
That-
decent Star Wars novel, by the way.
Really sucks. Okay, so I was on the map layer, it turns out. And we are now going to do this combat theater of the mind because I completely fucked up.
You can't just drag it back in?
Control Z, Jazz.
You can't just drag the map back in?
I could, but I'd have to resize it. And resizing that fucking map took forever.
Theater of the mind it is.
Control Z, Jazz.
Does Control Z work in Roll20? If it does, I'd be very surprised.
I don't know.
No, I think it's gone forever.
Not done until next week. No. Next time, huh?
Well, we tried our best, everybody. Sorry that it has to end here.
Alright.
Alright, well, I'm ready.
That pisses me off, too, because I wasted so much time trying to get a fucking map ready for that encounter. Whatever.
The best laid plans of mice and men, Chaz.
Oh, indeed. Indeed, friend. So. As you camp beside a natural path cut through the forests of the Bronze Hills, something disturbs an already dreamless, uncomfortable sleep. You awake with a start, trying to see what woke you, but the moons are hidden by dull gray clouds. Out of the corner of your eye, you think you see a dark form creeping among your fellow party members, but when you turn to look, nothing is there. Nonetheless, a faint sense of dread watches over you and your drowsiness gives way to alarm as you start to rise, fumbling for your equipment. Everybody give me a perception roll.
I have that. And, thankfully, the first roll was a good one. I have a 19.
I got a
You
25.
fucking elf ranger bastard, Xavier. Of course you got a 25.
No, yeah, that's a crit. I got it.
I got a 5, or I don't know.
So if the question is, do I see it? The answer is yeah.
No, this is a surprise roll.
Oh. What first? Oh.
I don't know how to do those macros.
You just go to the character sheet, click it.
If you fill it out, there you go, Lonnie.
I kind of liked mine beforehand, though.
Yeah.
Adam, how'd you do?
You got a 5.
Total?
Yep, 5 total.
Josh, how'd you do?
I have a 19.
Tom?
15.
Okay. So Adam is completely surprised this round. Everyone else gets to act. Xavier, you're up first. You look around. There is nothing but the faint glow of the moon obscured by the clouds. You're in the deep forest in the dark. What do you do?
Shit, I guess I'm gonna climb a tree or something. What do my elf eyes see?
Currently, nothing out of the ordinary. All right, why don't you give me an athletics check?
Because I'm not that good at it.
So humans make fun of
acrobatics
humans with
instead.
glasses. Imagine if an elf had glasses.
Acrobatics instead. I could, flip my way up a tree.
I'll give it to you. Thoth, to answer your original question, we have not played Kindred of the East. I want to play Kindred of the East. I have it here somewhere. And one day I intend to.
Coming 2023, people. That's a 23.
23. Okay. With your acrobatics, you are able to, elvishly stripper pole your way up the tree. It looks a little weird, but everybody just kind of shakes their hands like it's his culture.
Well, he Legolos's it like in the third Hobbit movie. He just steps on falling leaves up into the tree.
Yeah. I don't have mass, right? That's how that works?
You have less mass than air.
All right. Amadeus Aurelius Antonius.
I'm going to use a tinderbox to quickly light something on fire.
Swipe right. Swipe right as hard as you can.
Okay.
You said Xavier's tree on fire. It's a race against time.
What would you like to light on fire?
Well, we made a camp, right? I'm assuming there's ashes, coal.
Sure.
I'm probably going to grab whatever we were using for tinder, which I'm assuming, if we were smart and not idiots, we had branches with, dried leaves. Just grab that and just with a tinderbox.
But we absolutely are idiots.
Okay, so do you want to light, one branch on fire for, a makeshift torch, or do you want to try and light, a cluster of them?
Well, like I said, I'm assuming we're doing basic camping, right? If we are doing basic camping, we probably have dried branches already next to the fire we had. And unless we purposely put the fire out, I'm taking the dried stuff, throwing it onto the embers, and then using a tinderbox to light it.
I see. Okay, so you're going to restart the campfire.
Yes.
Okay, done deal. Campfire roars to life. It casts a warming orange glow across the desolate cold black of the Bronze Hills. But you still don't see anything.
Come out, cowards. Face death like men. Or women. It's more of a figure of speech than trying to identify your actual sex or gender.
Tom, what would Lana like to do?
Lick your junk. Oh, please don't do that, Chef.
Lana punches the darkness.
It's hard having to edit my fucking character sheet into this thing while doing push to talk. I guess I will also grab a torch as well.
Okay.
Or I'll light a torch with the branch thing.
Yeah, easy enough. All right, you now have a flaming stick in your hand.
I don't think you need that. I think you have dark vision.
Yeah, but I want to throw it.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say Breath of the Wild rules, Tom. You got like 5 hits with that stick max.
You're too powerful. But unlike that dumbass Link, you can actually hit things with your fists. So Adam, about that peanut butter.
Nobody in the world of Hyrule ever came up with boxing, is what happened. It's like the Gorons managed to invent sumo wrestling, but at no point did anybody think to, we could fight with the fist.
But what if it breaks, though?
Then you just go full Dopo Orochi and hit people with your bloody stump. You realize that your fist was holding you back.
I don't have to worry about breaking my fist.
Yeah.
That's a pretty Wolverine.
So we got Elfish again.
Good lord, my dice rolls are just fucked. Adam, what's your AC?
Let me see.
Is it higher
15.
than 12?
Yeah, 15 now.
Okay, so Lana and Dusty, you hear a faint whistling of the air. Something slices just past your ear and lands in a tree with a heavy thunk. Yay! Another Carlo Martino fan. You guys can totally watch chat now. By the way, there's no map. I thought that was gonna be so cool. And I was gonna have this token that only the audience could see and watch him move around and watch you guys try to guess where he was. And I deleted the fucking map. But yes, I agree with Thoth. Thumbs up to Carlo Martino. Everyone loves Carlo.
We should give people Carlo Martino fan rolls in the Discord. Although it probably wouldn't be something nice.
Adam, what would you like to do?
Wake up. No.
Put on a little makeup.
Oh wait, no, you're surprised this round. You don't get a.
Yeah, I don't get yeah. I'm still sleeping.
Xavier.
Dreaming your fucking rat dreams.
Yeah, I'm like peanut butter.
Are you okay?
Nope, he's not.
No, I'm not okay.
Oh yeah, you have push to talk on so we don't have to hear the coughing.
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, thank you. Second of all, I just thought you were like dying of poison or something. I saw you keel silently onto the bed. I'm like, do I call somebody?
Call Ghostbusters.
Well, shit. I guess I gotta find where that came from. Autism powers activate. Investigation.
Okay.
What is the weapon or the I'm assuming a projectile. Where did it come from?
Give me an insight or an investigation roll.
Okay.
What the fuck am I rolling here?
Banana.
B.
Yeah, I got an 8.
Okay.
It came from the darkness.
So, because it happened so fast and you weren't able to see the exact spot, you can't quite triangulate. What I will tell you is you're able to, with your elf ears, you heard where they landed. And they're actually daggers. One dagger is this very, very fine sort of elvish style make. Not quite a Ganjus, maybe a Drendali dagger? And it's this polished white bone with sort of this heavily detailed ornate serpent winding down the handle. The other one, it's almost night and day. It's like this crude, maybe orcish make. It's more utilitarian than anything and maybe made of flint. But they don't look like... The only similarity between the two is that they are daggers.
Perhaps someone is a collector. Very well.
What's your favorite enemy?
Humanoid.
Strong choice. I question the wisdom of not taking Titan Spawn in the Scarred Lands, but you know what? I get it.
He doesn't necessarily hate them yet. But he will. I have 3 more choices to make. One of them might be rat.
When I reproduce,
So what is your actual action this turn?
I'm gonna take a blind shot at where I think it came from.
Okay. Because it's invisible, you're gonna roll with disadvantage.
Sorry. It was my favorite.
It's okay.
Now we know it's invisible.
Was that a question? Black Gutter can't see the stream. It's working okay on my end.
All right, my lowest is a 20.
Your lowest is a 20, okay? So essentially, your arrow slices through the air and sticks into the ground where maybe it looks like there was some like crushed down grass where somebody was standing, but isn't anymore. Amadeus.
So I still can't see our assailant.
No.
I'd like to kind of hunker down with my shield and crouch down and try to listen to see if I can hear
Ooh.
footsteps, or try to see if there's one person or more, judging by the amount of movement I hear.
One second, I'm just answering Black Gutter.
But Josh, he can't move until it's his turn.
I was gonna say, you know how V5 and for our next vampire stream we're gonna be using the lore sheets?
Somebody tell Black Gutter to reload the stream because I'm not actually logged in on my Chromebook. Okay, so you're gonna try and listen, Josh?
Yes.
Alright, give me that perception check.
oh, that would be cool though. Not his channel closes.
What do you want me to roll
What
again?
the shit? Perception
What?
check. I just rolled a 2.
I have a 14.
Notices crushed grass. Boo woo.
I was gonna say, I feel like Murphy Fierro and Carlo Martino should get their own lore sheets for neonates.
Lore sheets for neonates? That you
Yeah,
know what?
just
That'd be
like,
interesting. I'd be willing to homebrew that. Okay. How'd you do on the perception check?
14.
I got a fucking 8 for this master of stealth that actually has really, really good stealth.
Not against us.
Not good enough.
Not against... Oh.
You close
Not
your eyes.
against...
You hunker down beneath the shield. And just sort of listen. Beyond the swaying of the branches in the wind, beyond the crackling of the fire behind you, you can just barely hear what sounds like footsteps. Not very heavy footsteps either. Maybe a halfling? You're not quite certain. But this thing is well practiced, and it's moving amongst the underbrush as if it owns the place. It's having no problem with the terrain whatsoever.
Can I point out where it is then?
You could point out a general area. Yes. It is currently moving, maybe using sniper tactics, attack, move. But It
Okay.
is currently about 30 feet away from where Xavier shot, and it sort of seems like it might be circling.
Okay. I will make that information known to my compatriots. Do I still have any time to throw a weapon at it?
Yeah, all day.
Then I will throw a javelin.
All right, now you do still have disadvantage because it's still invisible. You know its general area, but you can't quite pinpoint what to aim for.
Well, I got a 6.
A 6. So the javelin into the underbrush. All right, Tom, you're up next.
Oh, well, shit. I guess I'll advance on where Asmodeus said the thing might be.
All right. So you move in the direction that he threw the javelin. And then what?
Well, I'm gonna look for the damn sniper.
Does your race have any particular bonus to, like, hearing or smell?
That's a good question.
Xavier.
Do they? Fuck, I don't know, man. I think you might have. I don't think you have keen senses, but you might. I don't remember.
All right, I'll look it up. In the meantime, we'll just take the turn as normal. We'll say you still have disadvantage. You know the general area. You know enough to swing at something.
And I'm still holding the torch.
Yes. The
Okay.
torch does not appear to be helping, as a matter of fact. In fact, you sort of wonder if it maybe is hindering you. $20 I stole, but I widened my pie hole, Martino. Oh my god, you guys are the best community. The single best community.
See, I feel like vampires, neonates who have a connection to Fierro, like with the 1 to 5 dots, it's like, oh, I once saw Fierro in action to, I actually know where you can find Fierro. I feel like somehow Adam's going to develop his own bloodline called the Crying Giovanni.
No, the Crying Skulls. Actually, that's a really cool idea because in
The crying is like a mix between dominate and presence.
like the weakness is everybody just feels really bad around them.
They basically get Hirano, but for vampires.
Like, do you feel like the Arms of the Angel is always playing it?
So you do have keen senses. You have proficiency in the perception skill.
Yay.
Languages, dark vision, speed.
I like use of suggestion. Every eerie presence must be a required flaw.
Well, because
You can call it the Quasimodo.
in Beckett's Jihad Diary,
Too soon, Tom.
in Beckett's Jihad Diary, it does specifically state in... Oh, what chapter is it? Is it the Omega? It's the one where he goes to the fucking weirdo party. It does specifically state that there are new bloodlines emerging, which is super cool. So, it is canonically not impossible for that to be a thing.
That's what I want. I want Adam to have his own bloodline. The person who least deserves
Okay,
it.
we're all getting our own bloodline.
All right, Tom, so what are you going to do?
Well, what do my keen senses do exactly?
It gives you proficiency in the perception skill. So I'm going to assume that you're like a cat. You can hear real good. You can smell real good.
Okay. Can I make a perception roll to try to find the sniper then?
I'll give it to you. Why not?
I'm using my
It's
ears.
based on movement.
Go ahead. Give it a roll. Dude, fuck roll 20. I'm just gonna download another fucking dice roller.
Jazz, this happened to you with the Onyx Path one too.
I think dice just don't like me. Okay, so you rolled a 7 in perception, Tom?
I guess if that's how that works.
I believe so. So I believe the way this works is the first number is the first die roll, the second number is a second die roll, and that's only used in the case of advantage and disadvantage. So, if you hover over the number, it says rolling 1d20 plus 5, 2 plus 5. Which means I actually got a 12. So you close your eyes, you listen, you smell, you're not actually able to pinpoint this thing. I will tell you, there is a smell that seems to deviate from your surroundings. It smells
literally
like...
means nothing.
Is that where the idea of the hug pillow came from? Thought? Whatever. Yeah.
It smells like earth. It smells like dirty leather and blood.
But I don't know where it is, so that doesn't mean a damn thing.
You don't know precisely where it is. You can still try to attack it with disadvantage. I will tell you that you are... you know what square to attack into, basically, if this was a battle map. You can take your attack roll, you don't know precisely where to aim. So you still might hit it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've been trying to fucking figure out how to get the goddamn weapon thing to work.
So if you want, Tom, what I've been doing, left-hand side of the thing on Roll20 of the map, where it's just black squares right now because I'm a genius, the next to last little button on that column is a D20, and if you hover over that... Well, yeah. Well, you can just click the D20 and it'll roll a D20 for you. I have not rolled a double-digit number all night.
And we still can't hit you. There
Let's
we go.
see, that's... Oh, right, hang on. That's better. So, what is that?
Like a 14?
That's a 15.
15.
15. Okay, so you lash out with... What are you using? A fist, a claw, a knee?
A headbutt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Advanced
that
martial arts
Panther
move.
style.
It seems like you're going in for the punch, and then you just move your head forward and headbutt.
Okay, so you bring your head straight down like a hammer, and sort of go past where you intended to connect, but your force of delivery is such that maybe about 4 feet off the ground, you make contact with something hard and hear ah! Roll damage.
Fucking what? Okay.
You hit his foot with your forehead.
Yeah.
Yay. What is that? Plus your strength or your dex?
I think monk fists are versatile weapons, so he can add whichever's higher.
It's wisdom.
You.
Which is higher, Tom? Your strength or your dex? I will give Tom a minute. I'm assuming you're having like a coughing fit or something.
Oh no, I forgot to press push to talk.
Oh.
Ooh.
My dex is higher, it's a martial art thing, and I can attack again.
Okay, absolutely.
Alright.
But what's the total damage for the first one?
5.
5 damage? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so you hear what sounds like a cracking of bone as you bring your head down. And now that you know basically from the ground to 4 feet, go ahead and give me another attack roll with disadvantage. Cool, Lempa, how you doing?
Wait, I need a disadvantage even though I just hit it?
You still don't know its exact anatomy.
What? But that would just attack where would success... Okay.
It's just how invisibility works. rules-wise.
Also, consider the fact that this thing isn't just standing there completely stock still. In a fight, you're moving, you're juking around, so you know approximately where it is. You don't know exactly where it is.
Turn is about 3 seconds.
Turn is 6 seconds.
Okay.
And
But 2 attacks come in rapid succession. Whatever, I only got a 6? No, wait.
Double headbutt.
I got an 8.
in 8, you do not make contact with this thing again.
Because that makes sense. Like swarms.
Actually,
Yeah,
swarms aren't as bad in 5th edition. Alright. There's the double digits. Alright, Tom, so basically,
Oh, do I die?
no.
Yeah.
Those aren't all attack rolls.
Only the one that hit is.
He had invisibility also gives him advantage on his attacks, and he's got a double multi-attack.
Of course.
So,
Of course.
you feel this
I'm down.
stabbing sensation in your
I'm down.
midsection. Well, how much hit points do you have total?
We're level 1.
So the answer is not a lot. I think he's got like.
I have 11.
11?
11.
Is that -1?
There's no negatives, so yeah, you feel these 2 stabbing pains burst into your midsection. Blood trickles down from your leather armor, and you just sort of collapse.
I'm not wearing armor.
Where?
I would
Okay,
lose
your
my,
fursuit, Tom. I don't know what your character looks like in my head.
I would lose my AC if I
Do you
wore
want
armor.
to find out?
Xavier can show you some fan art.
Am I doing out their all sanity?
All right,
Not even
Dusty,
the
you're up.
Vial.
Something
So
just took
what's
down
he
Lana.
+2?
Huh?
What's his +2?
The
He
plus
got
to
a-
damage?
No, it's just plus to hit.
Plus to hit is +4.
Then he didn't hit once.
What's your AC?
17.
Okay. You're absolutely right. The first attack missed completely. Then the second attack... whatever, I'll give you the first damage roll for that one. So that one's going to be a 6.
You're still up. This time. I have altered the deed.
Pray I do not alter it for you.
Lana!
Oh no!
What?
Daijoubu?
God damn it, Adam.
Adam, that's not
Oh,
even
no.
close to what
Fine.
we were talking about.
Alright.
You now don't get to talk for the next 5 minutes.
Well, that's unfortunate because it's his turn. So, Adam, using completely body language, what would you like to do?
Adam, don't you dare.
I just punched.
You're gonna punch. You have magic and a blade that you're gonna punch. Come on.
No.
Old voodoo peanut butter, man.
Yeah, I'll use I guess we still can't see it, all right? Yeah.
You still cannot see it now. You see Lana fighting with something in the area of the tree line. As she just sort of grasps her stomach. And I'll tell you what, Tom, since you
Yeah?
are still up, give me an opportunity attack with a disadvantage. As you hear movement in the grass.
No, I got 1.
Alright then, you whiff. Adam, what do you do?
Oh, there's no fun stuff? I don't break my fist?
Uh,
This time.
This is 5th edition, not DCC.
So, again, last time I was talking about a house rule of, like, narrative crits, where crits and critical fails add sort of something to the combat, but I feel like Tom is kind of not having a good enough time as it is at the moment, so...
No, fucking ramp it up.
Fuck it. We're level 1. We can take on the world.
Does like is he like in a grass like a grass? I'm just picturing like a grass area. Then the fight.
Yes.
Or no? Is it
Grass,
possible like
forest, underbrush, what are you asking?
is
Forest
it possible
with an
is it possible to use mage hand, pick up a torch, and then just burn the area around them?
Okay,
So we can
Adam,
escape
hold on. One, the plants aren't dead. It's
So
hard to
really,
just burn plants that are alive.
but like yeah, I can still do it though.
Yes, you can. I'm not going to stop you from doing that. I'm telling you, it would take a long time. However, you can just Eldritch Blast.
Well, here's the thing. If you're willing to use your action to do that, I'm totally willing to say that you can find some, like, dry underbrush or something that's fallen from the tree and just stick it in.
Like, is the one like surround us so they can't move? So we can't move. Without
Adam?
catching fire, kind of.
I understand that this is a tactical decision for your character,
Yeah.
but from my character's point of view, that's a dick move.
That's a good point. That's a good
And
point.
I got a bow.
But so you can set the bow on fire. No.
You're right, I can.
You know
Not
what's
gonna
not
do it,
flammable? Peanut butter.
So it's so fireproof. I just put it on my body, and then just went to save Lana.
What?
If you get trapped in the fire, yeah, because you're gonna get trapped too.
So wait, peanut butter's fire retardant?
Well, that's the rules we're going with, I guess.
I mean, technically, it has a lot of calories, which means it takes longer to burn.
Yep.
Although I wouldn't call it fire retardant.
It's fireproof.
Well-
It's more of a
Enough of us.
layer that will burn before he does.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna melt, actually. You're just gonna be covering yourself in molten fucking just like... It's gonna be napalm feeling. It's not gonna be on the way.
But it'll taste so good, though. Like seasoning myself.
I'm going to the peanut butter jar in the sky.
Yeah.
It's right next to the jelly bean jar.
Just make a decision, Adam.
Like, I'm gonna like.
If you want to try lighting some like dry underbrush, having smoke in the tree line might help.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
I'm in the tree line.
Not anymore.
If your character's gonna start coughing like you, it'll be role playing.
All right. So instantly, this small branch zooms out of the fire into the forest. An orange light begins glowing, and the forest begins to fill with the smell of smoke.
I'm gonna tell Will Smith.
Oh yeah, I forgot Will Smith from Tyson.
All right, Zalurus, you're up.
Well, shit.
Why don't you give me a perception check?
You're on fire!
17.
You see the fire amassing to a bigger blaze.
My elf eyes see fire. I'm pretty good.
Only you can stop firefighters.
All right, so with your 17, you sort of see the smoke bend as a diminutive figure seems to be retreating away from the flames.
But not retreating faster than an arrow.
Yeah, so I will absolutely allow you to make this shot without the invisibility disadvantage. Are there weed in the mix? I don't believe there is at the moment.
Ah,
Oh, this 420 would be passed, and 20.
20 absolutely hits it. Roll damage.
All right. That's 11 damage.
11 damage. So your arrow strikes right in, like, dead center of where you think this chest, or its chest, might be. It yells out with this sort of guttural shriek of pain, and the arrow just sort of disappears.
Well.
I
Amadeus.
can believe it.
I'm gonna run to right where I saw the arrow. Unless this thing is constantly moving, in which case, that's some impressive move speed.
Oh, it is constantly moving. We learned this.
It's on fire.
Go for it.
And I'm gonna try to grapple it.
That's a good idea. So,
It's still constantly.
give me your perception check.
So Lana, about your flaw, I didn't tell you, but
I have a 10.
Weak to fire.
That's okay. I'm probably not going to get much.
Severe, asthma?
Super sadism.
All right, so you still can't tell
What about
exactly
sadism
where it
beyond
is.
sadism? Super sadism 2.
So you're going to roll your grapple check with disadvantage, but the good news is I don't have any bonuses to this. So I just got to beat you on a d20.
I have a 14.
14 for your grapple?
14 and a 14. Well, isn't that pleasant?
So you grab and catch nothing in your arms. Lana, give me a perception check.
and I imagine at Super Sadist 3, you get a longer mane.
Well, let's see. Which one do I use? The first or second one? First one?
The first one.
6.
All right. So
Ooh, you rolled a 1.
with your sensitive senses, it starts the smell of the smoke overloads your nose just a little bit, makes your eyes water. It's hard to place this thing again, but you can try to take your shot.
Well, let's see here. I have an idea. Okay. If it's possible, I want to approach to where Amadeus was or is, and I want to use the blood that he just, supplied me with from, myself, and I want to splash as much around as possible.
That's a really good idea. So how are you gonna, I guess you're just gonna try and catch blood and throw?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's an anime character, right? So there's like 40 gallons gushing out a second.
I like to imagine it's like a garden hose when you're trying to spray it everywhere. You just kind of put pressure on the wound and it spurts out.
It's
Basically
Right.
just a sprinkler system.
Well, I'll dig into myself this time.
That's pretty animu.
All right, I'll tell you what. Roll
Power of the blood.
roll a d4 against yourself, and then give me a ranged attack roll with no disadvantage, because you're basically throwing it in an arc in a cone. So
Do you yell out my aching blood?
No. Okay,
he
what do I
doesn't-
roll?
So you're gonna roll a d4 of damage against yourself. Don't add anything to it,
Yeah.
and then give me a ranged attack roll without disadvantage.
A ranged attack. Okay.
So that's using dexterity. Should be good for you.
That's 14.
14. Okay, so you dig into yourself and just throw this splash of blood, and it sort of splats, barely outlining the form of what might be some kind of goblinoid creature. But you can clearly place it now. Dusty, you're up.
Can I see it then? No.
Yes. Well, basically, you see a streak of blood hovering in the air.
Okay. Can I use Eldritch Blast?
Go for it.
A friend of Satan.
Thanks, Thoth. The RPG Imaginarium is great. It is fantastic. I've got one on my hard drive that I just need to put together. I'm sorry, it's been difficult to find the time lately, and I take 100% of the responsibility, but 100% of the credit for the good stuff goes to Josh. He's the guy behind that, so he's awesome.
Wait, so did I get the humanoid damage bonus?
It's not a humanoid.
What is
It's
it?
not on the
Goblinoid.
It's a
That
fae,
doesn't-
actually.
It's a fiend?
Fae.
Oh, fae. Okay. That's less funny.
I'm not quite
get
that
up.
stuck up, Yusuf. Maybe if I was cooler.
Wait, 11 to hit.
11. So you send out your rat-like paw, and Will Smith's grinning visage extends in a cloudy stream, and then disperses against a tree as you miss completely.
Wait, but that tree's gone, right?
The tree explodes into peanut butter. Yes, Adam.
Yeah.
Jokes on you. Whips are not very effective.
Xavier, you're up.
Well, I guess I'm gonna fucking shoot it again.
Take your shot.
Whips and tridents are pretty useless weapons in this one.
In the mortal words of Rihanna, chains and whips excite me.
Well,
Yeah,
apparently
that's-
Lana is an S and M type, so it's just normal damage.
18. First
8.
16 with disadvantage.
You're not rolling disadvantage anymore. You can see the blood that Lana threw on it. So yeah, go ahead. Roll damage.
7.
All right, your arrow strikes this thing right about shoulder area, and it wobbles a bit. Seems like it struggles to stay upright and just barely holds on to life. Amadeus.
I'm going to try to grapple it again.
All right. Give me your strength roll. Or strength athletics, I think.
17.
7.
I've
So,
finally done something this entire combat. Personally, I think invisible enemies at this level is a bit of a dick move. Not your fault.
it would have been a little bit different if I had the battle map. All right, so yeah, you're basically like clutching onto this flailing elementary school kid. What do you do now that you have it grappled?
I'm going to start slowly crushing its windpipe until it passes out.
Okay, so you're gonna like try and render it unconscious?
Yeah?
Go for it. Give me a strength check.
Straight strength or athletics again?
You can go athletics.
I want to help by giving advice.
Like, tap out. You can tap out,
I got a 13.
No, you gotta.
Oh no, I got a 6. My bad. I did nothing.
This thing is quite thick and tough to crush. Lana, you're up. Unless, do you actually want to spend your turn giving advice?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm grappling this guy. You can
Are
just
you
go up
sure
and...
you don't want to give him some discipline?
I was going to say, you could
I don't
just
have a-
position my arm correctly and be like, no, here.
Yeah. I put your arm under his arm, so you're both wrapping it under his arm and over his neck.
Oh, I'm putting him in a guillotine.
Kinda.
All right, roll again, Josh.
This is how you appropriately choke someone out.
21.
21. All right, this just...
I'm like, oh, thank you. I seem to have forgotten my proper my proper athletics taught to me in the gymnasium as I just kind of...
If you want to borrow a collar, I have a few in my bag.
I don't think that will be necessary.
All right, this thing's out. You feel drool running down your arm.
That's not drool.
Oh, the
It has an erection now.
I'm like, well, if one of the donkeys gives out, we can always tie this thing to the front.
So what is this thing, and how are we going to torture it? I mean,
It's okay. This isn't the Forgotten Realms. We don't have to be all torture's bad.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just gonna...
the literal god of slavery is one of the major gods of the pantheon. So, go nuts.
I'm just gonna
No,
kind of turn
Tom,
him
that's
over
not
now
your
that he's
god.
knocked out and just kind of shake him to see what comes off of him.
All right, as you shake him, another dagger falls out. A rather angular dwarven sort of make. Also, does he have anything else in the way of treasure? I do believe he does. I have a question though. Do you shake him out like where you choke him out? Do you move him back
No, I'm
to the
probably moving
campfire?
him closer to the fire as I just kind of...
Oh yeah, that forest fire is still going.
It is still going, and now it's Alan's problem.
put it out, damn it!
As you move him out of the tree line, you step into this patch of silver moonlight, and for one instant, you can see this thing completely. Pale green skin, this sort of mismatched, poorly tan leather. And as you step back into the ring of the firelight, he disappears. You can clearly feel that you're still holding him. You just can't see him.
Ah, yes. He's one of those kinds of enemies.
I will pull him back into the moonlight.
When you pull
And I will turn...
When you pull him back into the moonlight, he appears again. His leather armor wounds Xavier's many arrows, Lana's blood.
Get him!
I'm gonna turn to Lana and be like, for some reason I get the idea that you are familiar with how to tie something up.
What kind of knot are you looking for?
Perhaps shrimp style.
The monkey!
Or is it reverse shrimp style?
Yeah, I know both of those.
Thoth, I know it might seem like that. We do really want to play it more. But right now it's a once a month thing.
Oh no, it's definitely coming back, Thoth. The werewolf is next week.
Oh yeah, we're taking everything off this guy that isn't his clothing basically, and
No,
tying
we're
it
taking
up.
that off too.
Okay. Yeah, we're completely disarming and disrobing this goblin thing, and then tying it up reverse shrimp style.
Okay. Then
Oh,
you have
and-
for you...
And a blindfold.
And a blindfold.
And a gag.
No, we need him to talk. So get the whip.
Or the fire.
I like how we're just becoming murder hobos right now.
This is what Scarlands is about, man.
You remove his 3 dagger scabbards and his poorly tanned leather armor. And there is now a naked fey goblinoid
Hanging
Tied
from
up
the
for
tree.
sure.
in shibari bondage, blindfolded.
This is on you guys. Yeah, that's pretty weird.
Somebody take a needle and poke him. Or I'll just pull one of the arrows out of him.
Okay.
I'm sure that'll wake him up. You're at our mercy now. Shut up. Or we'll take pictures of you and send them to your family. Somebody take out a pencil and a sketch pad.
You want colored or not?
I take it from the variety of daggers that you make some sort of sport out of hunting the other kinds.
Yes, quite pretty. Quite pretty when covered in blood, quite pretty.
So
How long have
you're
you been
selling it
stalking
to
us?
slavery, or
Does this game have slavery markets, Chaz?
Oh yeah.
oh,
Oh, all fucking day. I told you, the god of slavery, Chardoon, is a major god of the pantheon.
also Lana's an activator.
Yeah, I'm not okay. I'm not sure I'm okay with selling someone into slavery.
However, Lana,
What if
This
they
guy stabbed
submit
you.
themselves?
Now, if they
What-
submit themselves to, that's a different story.
What if we forcibly?
what if they stabbed you?
With a knife.
That's still no go, Ghost Rider.
What if you don't know about it?
Yeah, well, if
Oh,
you don't know
well,
about
shit.
it, that's a different story.
Well, obviously, we're gonna have to break this guy down until he willingly sells himself.
That's the plan. So this entire session is just Tom's gonna be doing that.
Did I ever read your DMs on Twitter? Probably. When did you send them?
Ooh, cool. Trying to slide in Jazz's DMs.
I'll have to double check. I think so, but Dude, I deal with social media so much for the channel, it's hard to remember.
Mr. Popular.
Like a week or so ago. I don't know if I ever got him. I'll have to double check.
Alright, well, here's the metagame question. Who here has intimidation or some kind of charisma-based skill?
Adam.
Not I.
Nope.
Xavier, did you give Adam the charisma skills?
Have deception.
Yeah, I gave him deception.
And a saving throw.
Yusuf. Always a delightful prankster. Very well, then I'll do it. I'm going to say, how long have you been following us, foul knave?
Found you. Found you in all your pretties.
I said, how long ago?
I think he means to say just tonight.
Before you awoke too soon. Too soon.
So my idea here, hear me out. We kind of crucify him. We just like kind of like stab him, right? So he had 3 daggers, right? So hand, head. Boom. That's a mark for anyone that's around there to not fuck with us. We mark our territory.
That is rather brutal. However, we lose a valuable resource of information with this one should we crucify him.
I don't think.
I can
Perhaps
spend
we
all
can
night.
just leave it.
I can spend all night conditioning.
I was going to say, perhaps we can just leave a small token of him.
Well,
Perhaps
he needs his
a-
hands to grab things, to speak, to walk. He needs his dick for pissing. I guess he doesn't need his balls much now, does he?
Do you want to hang him from the back of the cart?
Yes! Truck nuts that are only visible by moonlight.
And that's the title of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, truck
Cut the
nuts by
string.
night.
That's the peak.
I mean,
Oh, that's great.
how okay are you guys with like genital mutilation?
How is the little one reacting to our conversation while tied up like a shrimp? And blindfolded.
Oh shit, these guys are crazy.
It technically has an ability it could use. I'm just debating on whether or not I want to use it.
Alright guys, so crucifixion or truck nuts?
Truck nut.
Well, we have to go all in on the truck nuts. It's too funny.
I mean, we
At
could
least
do
to
both.
us and our immature sense of humor.
Alright, truck Truck nuts it is.
Now, this thing has a hit point. How are you going to keep it alive?
Oh, we're not.
Okay, so you just want to take its balls?
Well, I'll try to keep it alive. Who here has medicine?
We're level 1. We don't have money.
No, I meant like the medicine skill.
Oh, not I.
Nope.
I lied. I do not have it. It's okay.
I'll try to apply basic field medicine as we make truck nuts out of this guy.
I can do deception to pretend I have medicine.
Yeah,
I
man.
have a
medicine.
theoretical
alleyway
degree
doctor?
in physics.
Yeah.
All right, give me the medicine check.
Okay, I just want to know, Chaz. You have to describe the reaction to this thing as it feels. I'm assuming Lana's furry hands or Zelurus's cold, clammy elf hands around his nuts.
Lana, do you want to like stretch them out and I'll just chop them?
Sure.
Okay.
I was gonna say I got a 10, which is technically enough to bring or stabilize somebody on a death saving throw.
That's a good point. All right, so God, why do you guys make me describe this shit? Okay,
Well, okay. the simplest way
Describe it
to
in
do this
detail.
is to make sure that it's is. Do we have anything that we can tightly bound around him?
I give you the. Well, I have the rope. I'm assuming we have more rope.
No, we need something much smaller.
I mean, you could fray the rope and get twine.
Yeah, we need twine.
Here, you can. I have a bow. You can use the
drawstring?
the drawstring, and then I'll just restring it later. Because I don't have to sleep, so I have plenty of time to do this.
Wow, we are fucked up. That's gonna look great.
And of course, this is gonna have to take some time. Otherwise, he will bleed out. So at least a couple hours.
I don't have to sleep. Nah, my character doesn't have to.
how's it going, Vasil? You're just in time.
Vasil, I hope you enjoy your new role in the Discord as a Templar.
Hey,
No.
Vasil, so quick update. I lied to you. Werewolf is next week. I'm sorry.
He didn't mean to lie to you.
Okay, so
There's just something comical about this whole situation with this guy. It's like, haha, they may have captured me, but they will not break me. He's like, why is something around my nuts?
What is this?
Jazz's audio went out.
Yay.
no, I was talking to Melinda. Sorry. Yeah, give me.
So is that a survival roll to make the nuts?
Let's call it a fucking survival roll. Why not?
Alright, cool.
All right, whoever has the highest skill in that.
I have it. +4.
I wonder. I wonder if Matthew Dawkins sees this and goes, "I sent them this adventure. Technically, I'm responsible for this."
16. And I can attach it to the cart with my carpentry skill.
That's a good point. Is this group named the Nutcrackers?
So,
now.
pretty
The
soon.
the small goblinoid creature's laughs and hubris fade quickly as he feels his hands around the royal jewels. It quickly turns to panic and then screams of agony that send flocks of birds of the Bronze Hills into the distance.
Don't worry, you'll feel fine afterwards.
Oh, guys, now what we have to do with this cart is just have, like, truck nuts of every kind of creature that's fucking
We're basically doing what he was doing with the knife. Just
But
very
Arya's so much cooler. Just like, dude, guys, do we really need giant nuts? It's like, wow, it adds like another 45 pounds, but they're gonna be so cool.
No, we're gonna need a fucking semi-fucking truck for that.
just dragging, leaving a trail behind us.
The fucking those nuts will be the fucking trailer.
We just empty it out. We just use it as storage.
All right, it is at this point in the movie where the screen just kind of fades to black, and then it fades back in on Xavier proudly hammering the testicles onto the back of the cart.
He's silly, I'm back.
And Lana handing back Osmodeus' drawstring.
I'm like, thank you. Just kind of lean into the little goblin. I'm like, we got this idea from you.
He passed out somewhere around the 10-minute mark, so what are you actually going to do with the goblin?
So do you really want information, or do you want to crucify him up on a tree by a path?
Information in case we're going to get ambushed further up and down the road or wherever their little goblin den is.
At the very
He's
least,
not
he
a
won't
goblin,
be nearly
he's
as
a-
aggressive anymore.
No, he lost all his testosterone.
They're just gonna look at us like we're gonna ambush these fuckers. Are those nuts?
Like, that's Tim's nuts.
Unless they recognize each other's nuts.
It's an additional goblin greeting in Spiragos. It's kind of like dogs.
Yeah, like,
Oh, I've seen this hentai, and then they fuck each other, right?
I recognize that bulge.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm basically going to be until morning re-strawing my bowstring waiting for the goblin to wake up. Oh yeah, and Xavier's character doesn't really have to sleep either.
Oh yeah, fucking yeah, dope.
Yeah, so while the other two are getting sleep, we're going to interrogate this guy whenever he wakes back up.
All right.
I could also use some medical, attention.
No, he's fine.
No, I can use some.
We can't.
No, if you get a long rest, you'll be fine.
There's a lot. Sleep for the weak. Oh, sleep is for the weak.
So after about an hour or two, this thing is awakened by horrible pain, and you are all awakened by its cries, which are a great deal more high-pitched now.
I thought we gagged him.
No, we didn't get it. We want everyone around us to know what we did.
I'll remove the blindfold. Like, young fellow, you are awake. Just be glad that you're still alive. I can
Behold,
assure you.
your nuts adorn our card.
You are truly a wicked band of Titan spawn.
No, we're the good guys.
Scarlet, Dark Fantasy.
I'd be like,
Xavier, this is how hacky jack happens.
I'd be like, you're the Titan spawn, I say, pointing at him. You attacked us. You've killed people. We just took your nuts.
I am no Titan spawn. I am child of Bilsamith, goddess of night. You are horrible, wicked creatures.
Well, I'm a child of the very ground you walk on. So, I basically own your nuts.
In Elvish culture, you would probably call yourself a child of Denev, the Earth Titan, who
Same thing.
was on the good side.
What was the paladin god again?
Corian.
Yeah, I'm like, and I am a child of Corian, brought back from the very veil of death to continue his crusade upon this land.
And that's Will Smith's pet rat who likes peanut butter.
Corian demands testicles now.
No, but they're very intimidating on the back of a cart, I now see.
Truly, if any person had such a thing, you wouldn't want to fuck with them.
Such a dumb idea. I love it. What's important is we're making ourselves giggle.
Yeah.
Anyways, why did you assail us?
Like, all our characters are super straight-faced during the...
What are you talking about? We're the good guys.
Yeah.
I do not want you to reach the Devil's March.
Why do you wish us not to reach the devil's blah blah blah?
I shall say no more. What more could you possibly take from me?
I'm assuming that Chuckle's in character, and I want to know how he reacts.
All of you are now chaotic evil.
I think you made chaotic neutral.
Chaotic.
I'm just gonna kind of look at the elf and I'm gonna be like, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure we can get creative. Also, you are worth far more than your reproductive abilities. Don't sell yourself so short. Think about what life still holds to you.
He's looking around, naked, tied up, in an enemy encampment with no nuts. That's not a real big motivator.
They're still here. He's looking right at him.
Look, it sounds like somebody needs to learn to appreciate nature.
So here's some poison ivy. Or then whatever this was equivalent is.
Over the nuts. Like, not nuts, but the patch. How did we fix that, by the way? Did you just kind of like stitch it back up?
One of us did.
What? Well, the band was still there to stop the bleeding.
I mean, yeah, but like, that's still.
Like we probably use like this.
I imagine it's kind of like when you castrate goats.
And this stops.
Like you like pull, you wrap it.
Well, don't they use like rubber bands?
Anyways, we're getting close to Josh having to go to sleep. So
Yeah, I've been watching the time. All right, so for this, let's start voting. Who gets inspiration tonight?
Whoever thought of truck nuts.
I believe
No, it's
that's
Josh. Yeah.
no, there you go, Josh. You get the XP this time for the truck nuts. This is your fault, really.
No, actually, I think it was Xavier's idea. Josh wanted to put him on the cart, though.
Oh yeah, taking his nuts. Okay, I mean yeah. I don't know.
I suggested taking a piece of him. I was gonna go with ears or nose, like the samurai used to do. We want
I'm
a
just
very.
like his nuts.
We can take something for intimidation. You're like, yes, the testes. It's okay. It made us all laugh, and that's what's important. So we had fun.
What?
See how much fun you two could have playing this adventure by Onyx Path.
Good selling point. You know what I was thinking this whole time? Like, you never see people do this in like actual plays. Like, you don't see Critical Role like nailing goblin nuts to their cart. But this is real. This is like how people actually play D&D. You get the weirdos that nail weird shit to weird places. Yeah, unfortunately, Josh has to.
I have to wake up really early in the morning for work. I regret to do this to you all.
Yeah, we're sorry. Kinda can't be avoided though, unfortunately.
The life of the working man.
Sleep deprivation isn't so bad. Come on.
Oh, I'm already cutting into sleep deprivation at this point. That's okay. I will give my XP vote to Xavier for thinking of the truck nuts.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Are we doing XP or are we doing
Oh yeah, advantage.
Inspiration.
Oh yeah.
Inspiration? Yeah.
I'm okay if you guys want to give away like 10 XP or something. Because the problem with giving inspiration is you can only have one inspiration.
Yeah.
Sure.
But if Xavier has more than one inspiration, perhaps you could just give it to somebody else.
Oh, did I have inspiration last time? I
Yes.
don't think so. Was it? Why?
I don't remember. I thought you had it. I know I didn't. I'm voting for Xavier regardless.
So cool, just use math, what's called, there's math programs that do invisible imaginary numbers instead of visible number.
Fuck imaginary numbers. Yeah, that's kind of what if numbers are your waifus, right? That's what you want to do.
Isn't I an imaginary number when used in mathematical formulas?
Yeah, that's why you put an equation like that.
First of all, Josh, it's I am. Come on.
Oh, by the way, everybody got 50 XP for the Belsamog. So you should be at
For
100
goblin
each.
nuts.
But we gain real life experiences. No.
What's important is the experiences we got out of game. And the friendships we made along the way.
Yes.
Okay,
That
now
is
what
how
are we
we
gonna
do.
do when there's things that don't have nuts, like a dryad?
You read John K. Peta, they're called lady nuts.
Oh, that's just right. I'm so sorry.
Checkmate. Where the
I don't know who else still needs to vote.
Yeah, okay. It seems pretty unanimous. Wait, is it Josh or Xavier that came up with it?
Josh said get something. I said nuts.
The
And
pen
Josh
gets
said,
the
"Do you
credit.
want to put it on the trailer?"
All right. So, I
We
guess
split
the
this
votes
inspiration.
go to Xavier. Xavier, do you already have inspiration from last time?
I do believe I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So then you get to give your inspiration to somebody else for whatever reason you want.
Then I'll give it to Josh.
Thank you.
All right. With that, same spiel, guys. YouTube, like and subscribe. Twitch, follow. Social media down below to keep up with what's going on. If you really, really like us, Patreon to help us get better. And next week, Werewolf Dark Ages. So same time, same place. We'll see you here. Hopefully we can stream a little bit longer next time. No guarantees, but, you know, life happens.
Maybe if we start on time.
We can't, but we won't.
Never say never, Adam.
But we're supposed to be caffeinated. No, it won't.
Have a good night. Thanks, everybody, for showing up. We always appreciate you guys. Don't forget that.
And Coolum, your number,
Goodbye.
the answer to your equation is 2 minus 22i. 92.
Adam actually is an engineering student.
Well, it was, but yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody.